Joining us now for more on this is Father Michael Solomko with the Ukraine Orthodox Church of Canberra. Father, thank you so much for your time. This must feel so different. How are you preparing to mark Orthodox Christmas this weekend?
Well, thank you for having me. Good afternoon. Well, we are still preparing to have a festive occasion marked by church services and celebrating the fact that our Saviour was born.
How are Ukrainian families and members of the church feeling about Orthodox Christmas this year?
Well, we are sad. We are saddened. It's more of a sombre feeling this year, considering what the Russian Federation has unleashed on Ukraine, the death and destruction, and considering that there are millions of people in Ukraine without power and water, and it must be a very, very difficult time for them rather than a celebration. However, as a nation, we are a Christian nation and we will be celebrating the birth of our Saviour regardless of what Russia is doing to us.
Is it difficult to celebrate it this year while the war is continuing?
Oh, it is. It's always in the back of our minds, and people are worried and concerned about their loved ones or relatives in Ukraine, primarily. So, of course, that interrupts our celebration.
Do you think it will be one of the last times many families celebrate Orthodox Christmas in January? And how do you feel about more people, I suppose, celebrating it on December 25?
Well, I can understand that people want to celebrate on a different date, considering what Russia has done to us as a nation. However, that call will be made by our hierarchs. It's not mine to make. And we will see what happens after the heat of the moment of this year.
I'd also just like to get your response on the truce offered by Russia over Orthodox Christmas and also Ukraine's response.
Well, the scriptures remind us that it's meant to be a time of peace and goodwill amongst men. But that should be peace and goodwill amongst men always, not just offered for one day. And offered for one day and then going back to wreaking death and destruction on innocent men, women and children. Well, how is that orthodox?
How do you feel about President Zelensky's response?
Well, Ukraine understandably has to be on guard right from the signing of the Budapest agreement. Russia is not upholding their end of the bargain. It's continual lies and deceit. So Ukraine has to be on guard, ready to defend herself.
Father Michael Solomko, thank you so much for your time. We do have to leave it there.
Thank you.